It's Mrs. Bear. So I'm here with you today because I want to talk about what work to complete on Friday, October 27th, but I also want to talk to you a little more in depth about the work that you're completing this week and also our new unit in general. I know that it's difficult not having a teacher in the building, and I know it's also difficult that I am having you start a new unit. When we're not even completely finished with the prior unit. Although you should be done with all the work for that. Um, there's no reason for you to be working on your presentations during class time. Like if you and your groups are sitting there like rehearsing and practicing your presentations, you shouldn't be doing that this week. This week should be really focused on uh, getting a grasp and a handle on the beginning of our novel, Things Fall Apart. You will have time next week to work on your presentation. I'm not going to just come back on Tuesday and be like, all right, let's do our presentations. Here we go. No, half of class on Tuesday will be devoted to presentation prep. We will have an opportunity to make note cards if need be, to fine tune our presentations if they need to be fine tuned, and other things that go along with that. And then on um, Wednesday and Friday, we'll split you up. We'll do a couple of you. A couple of the groups will go on Wednesday, and the rest of the groups will go on Friday. So it won't feel as overwhelming as you might currently think it's going to be. So please do not stress about your presentations. You will have the space and the time to handle what we need to. And if we need to like spread it out even longer, where maybe we do two presentations a day until they're done, so that way we can keep moving forward with Things Fall Apart, then that's what we'll do. So just try not to stress. I know that can be difficult, but now let's talk about Things Fall Apart. So when we're looking at Things Fall Apart, there's a couple really important things to keep in mind. Here's our reading schedule right here on the main page. You should be looking at that every single day. I encourage you to use the audio book in order to help propel yourself forward with the reading if you're feeling like you're falling behind. So let's take a closer look at the reading schedule right now. With this reading schedule, I've tried to be really explicit on how it works. So today, Monday and Wednesday of this week was very intentionally set for you to complete work in class and even partially on Friday. So that would be like the Igbo culture and history article, like reading two sections of that, and then chapter 1 through 3, and then finally chapter 4 through 5. So that was Monday and that was Wednesday. If I were in the building with you, this would be done as homework. You wouldn't be doing this reading in class other than the articles. We'd probably read those in class, but the novel itself, the majority of that reading is homework. So let's wrap that through your head right now. Say it with me. Daily readings, homework. Say it one more time. Daily readings equal homework. That's just the facts. I will try my best to give us time in class to start the daily readings, and Wednesdays will be a great opportunity for catching up on some of the reading. But for the most part, that reading is your homework every day. But because I'm not there, I have to have you do both the reading and what we would normally be discussing during class period. So Monday and Wednesday may feel like a lot, but it will start evening out starting on Friday, because on Friday, yes, you have an assignment. It's a TED Talk analysis. I'll talk more about that in a moment, but you'll notice that on the reading schedule, it starts listing when the readings need to be completed by. So it says due Tuesday. So for Tuesday's class, you should read chapters 6 through 7, because on Tuesday, we will actually work with those chapters. Then down here you see on Halloween, do Wednesday, chapters 8 through 9. So on Wednesday, the plan is to talk a little bit about those uh, pages, and we'll fully cover them on that Friday. Um, but this is how it works. So you'll always have a reading assignment that's due the following class period. So I understand right now you might be feeling overwhelmed by the amount of work that it seems I've left you, but that's intentional because you have a 95-minute class period two times and then a 45-minute class period the other time. And so you just have to fill that time. And if you're busy talking to your neighbors and like talking to your groups and doing other things, then you're not using your time effectively. All right. So do the best that you can. That's all we can do. But it will start evening out and not feeling so intense because most of the discussions won't be like filling out packets. That's not how I work um, discussions generally during a novel unit. So rest assured, this is a pretty big anomaly because I'm not there. All right. So now let's talk about the plan for Friday. So your main priority for today is going to be watching this video and then the TED Talk analysis. So you'll make a copy of this, you'll watch the TED Talk, and you'll answer questions about the TED Talk. I really like this TED Talk. I've seen it multiple times throughout the years as a teacher. And so you'll start off and you'll respond to one of these prompts, one only. Then you'll watch the video. Then you'll answer a set of questions about the video. And then finally, you're going to actually do an independent reflection. Honors, you'll do 2 paragraphs. Non-honors, I always recommend you going over and above by doing the honors level as well, but there should be a minimum of 1 solid paragraph. All right, so it shouldn't take you very long to do this. The TED Talk's about 19 minutes, I think, so that's going to be what takes you the longest, but try and answer the questions as you go. Take some notes in your journal about the TED Talk, and then just get that done. And then once you're done with the TED Talk, then you should move on to the new daily reading, which is chapters 6 through 7, pages 46 through 62. And there is a discussion packet. However, it's not a very intense discussion packet. This is to wrap your head around a few things. So when you look at the discussion packet, it has really 3 sections. It has the ongoing vocabulary, where you are going to add new and interesting vocab, your choice, unless I tell you what to add. The character note-taking tool, that's an ongoing thing where you should be constantly looking for evidence to add to it about the characters. And then for today, there's only 5 questions. That's right, 5. Count them up. 5. So it's not too many questions, and this is actually a curriculum based thing where with every reading there are questions to answer. Once I'm back in the building, these will start going into your journal and won't go into an assignment on Schoology. So just know that right now, yes, it's an assignment, but eventually these questions that go with the daily readings will get shifted and will become just things that you do in your journal for your personal use. So with that, those are the assignments. And then, of course, if you didn't finish discussion packets 1 or 2, you should really handle those before you move on to chapters 6 through 7. But I want everybody to do the TED Talk before anything else. So whatever you're working on right now, if you're in one of the other discussion packets, stop. Please finish the TED Talk analysis or start it, and then move on to the discussion packets and just do what you can to get as much accomplished by the time I get back next week. I really look forward to seeing you all on the 31st. I've missed you all, and we'll get through it. just try not to stress. If you have any questions or need anything, just send me an email. I am starting to work my way through the emails. If you don't get an email, it may be because I don't feel an email is warranted. And also, this a video and what I said at the beginning about staying on top of things and the due dates and stuff, I hope it covers some of the emails that I've been getting. If not, we can talk more about it when I get back. I'm still trying to recover. So just keep that in mind. I'm only a week out from my surgery, and so I'm not at 100% quite yet. Um, and it may be a couple weeks before I actually am at 100%. So just keep that in mind, but we'll get through it. Anyways, that's all I have for today. I look forward to see you. Have a great day, and we'll talk to you later.